Phobia Factory. He's got some rockabye babies, rockabye. Just I want to go watch some Goosebumps.
Yeah, they got Goosebumps 2 playing in here.
I'm gonna go sit down, okay?
Okay. Look terrified.
Whoa! This is actually pretty cool.
I'll just stay for a while. You'll just end up like my friend over here. He's so happy. Trust me, he's scary.
Just like you. Please, take me with you, please. I don't know what he does to me. Please, take me with you, please. I don't know what he does to me. Please. No! You can't say that! No! Please, please, no! I'm not taking anyone, I promise. I'm not taking anyone. Yes. Can you help me hide a body? Yes. It's downstairs. I like downstairs. Why are they screaming? Beware the holes. Beware the holes. It's gonna be hidden right there.
Sucking holes. In the holes.
Hands,
No.
dead bodies.
Beware the holes. No, the holes.
Probably shouldn't throw that down. Probably keep it in your hand. Oh. Sorry. I don't want to not step in the cracks.
Step into the rain.
Well, you just let me. So, I think it's safe.
It's gonna wear out.
Oh. Wait, I thought you were letting us in here. Oh, I'm sorry. We're coming out. We're going out. Sorry. We're trying to go out.
Devil Mojo Snake.
Oh, I see a snake too. It's hiding.
How dare you into my swamp? child will return the alligators. Such big birds.
I just got it done today. Where are we going? Oh, this way. I don't know what you're saying. I can't speak that language. Another one. Never mind.
Here's your roaches, cat. Roaches everywhere.
So nice to meet you. I saw you the other day. Don't jump on me.
Oh, so that. through here before we go in that way? It's got the arrow pointing to go. like it's a tunnel that goes way down, like basically forever.
Wow. I think it's just Do we step up here? I don't think we Daddy, look at this. It looks like this is facing this way, but then also that way. Whoa, is that actual water? That's awesome. Can you find this thing? I already found it. It's not with the numbers, it's
Yeah. It's more.
Yep, I'm smart. Daddy, look at the red dot. It messes with your eyes.
There's a red dot.
Yeah,
What happened?
just stare at it. See? Here.
Okay.
What about these lights? What do these do? This is so illusional.
On the flash isn't on. There we go. Hey guys, so we just came through Phobia Factory, and that is we're in Columbiana, Alabama, and we went ahead and got the package. So we went through like the main attraction. That's the Phobia Factory, and they have what do you call it? A Vertigo Vortex, a Lazer Maze, and a House of Illusions. So we got that package and we went all the way through. And what did you think of it, Casty? What did you think of the main thing, the Phobia Factory?
I thought it was really cool. But it was a little sad that I didn't really have a phobia to anything.
Yeah, they kind of market this attraction as being different in that it's going to focus on various phobias that people have, and my imagination was a bit different than what it actually was. And if we're being honest here, a lot of the things that they had in there were things that you're going to find at pretty much any haunted house for the most part. It wasn't that different to me than most other haunted houses. But say, for example, they had a room that was about pyrophobia, about fire. And but it looked cool, but
Like, you know, it's not real
yeah,
fire.
it's very, very, very fake. You know, and that's okay. That's like most haunted houses. And I guess that's my only criticism is that it's marketed as being something different, kind of, I think. And but it was really a lot of the things that you see in most haunted houses. You know, they got like clown phobia, so they had clowns.
Yeah, and she, there was this clown girl that just, like, jumped out of the room, and she was sliding on her knees. It
Yeah,
really
she was
cool.
pretty cool. Then they had, like, people with arachnophobia for spiders, and, you know, just spider webs everywhere and fake spiders, and, like a young person dressed up in a spider costume and things like that. And I'm not saying that it was bad or anything like that, just not exactly what I kind of was expecting.
Like a room full of caged spiders.
It's something like that, maybe. Then they had, like, a snake room with rubber snakes,
And the man was like, "Why are you trespassing on my property?"
they had one for, like, a fear of death, which was mainly like a cemetery kind of area. They had one for, like, a fear of dogs.
I'm
It had,
not
like,
afraid
a
of
couple
dogs at
dog
all.
houses in it. with like little animatronic dog or something like that. They had like a doll room. All these things are supposed to be different phobias, but to be honest with you, most of it you find in other haunted houses as well. As for the other attractions, I'm going to say a little bit something here. The Vertigo Vortex, they say it's the biggest vortex in the state of Alabama, and it was pretty long. It's probably the longest that I've been through. However, the effect inside of it was mediocre, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It didn't really, it was basically like just a light projected on the inside, and it wasn't really colorful. It was just plain lights. It wasn't, it didn't really give me the effect. Yes, it was long, but it didn't really give me the effect that some of those vortexes that I've been through before kind of give, if that makes sense. Then there was the Lazer Maze, where it's basically like in the movies when like a bank heist, when somebody's got to crawl over the lasers to not set off the alarm. And you
That
do
was
this.
fun.
It's really just a little room, and it was fun. Sure, it was fun. To be honest with you, one thing that Cassidy liked a lot that I was not impressed with in the slightest was the House of Illusions. When it did have some neat things in there, but basically all it is it's like the kids section at the museum with a lot, just basically like a lot of pictures, optical illusions on the wall. But yeah, it didn't seem like I don't know, it kind of felt really out of place to me, not like it would go in a haunted house. It just felt like it should be the kids section at a museum somewhere. And so I say all that to say this: I'm not cheap when it comes to going to a haunted house. I don't mind paying for something that's fun. When we go to Columbia Manor, we generally buy the Fast Pass tickets, and those are like $30 a person, but it saves you a 3-hour wait in line. I'm okay with that. The tickets to this were not Fast Pass. We didn't buy any Fast Pass. There weren't that many people here. But for just me and Cassidy, for the other events, it was and with a veteran discount at that. They also had like convenience charge, surcharge kind of thing, and taxes, and it totaled $69 and some change for 2 people. That was kind of the biggest thing to me, because I mean, it's not a bad attraction, but come on, this ain't Disney World. So I only say that. I'm not saying that really to be critical. I'm only saying that you really could cut out the House of Illusions, the Vertigo Vortex, and the Lazer Maze. Save yourself some money. I really didn't think that it was worth buying the package and spending $69 for 2 people. But that's just me. Not to be a Debbie Downer, it's just I really wasn't really impressed with it, to be honest with you. When I heard House of Illusions, I'm thinking something more along the lines of like a fun house kind of thing. Not to say that it didn't have any neat things in there, but most of it was just like pictures on the wall, you know, optical illusion kind of stuff. Some of it was just kind of painted on the walls and didn't really give much of an illusion one way or the other. It just looked like something painted on the wall. So yeah, the additional 3 things, each one of them was like really short and not a whole lot to it. You know, if I had it to go back and do over again, I wouldn't have bought the package. I'd have just bought the main attraction thing. The main attraction was pretty cool. Most of it was pretty well lit. There's not a whole lot of dark areas in it,
Except for one room.
Although that was listed as one of the phobias, as like fear of the dark, but there was a dark hallway. But even it had like little fake teacup battery operated candles along the ground, so even that wasn't like completely dark. But overall, they had a lot of scare actors in it. So that's a plus. They had good, unique costumes.
They had good paintings on their faces.
Yeah, they had good makeup, good costumes, good masks, all that kind of stuff. I don't believe I saw a single character in there from a movie. And to me, that's a good thing. I like it when places try to be their own thing and don't focus on the same Jason and Michael Myers and Freddy and all that. Not that those are bad. I do like those in some haunted houses, but I do appreciate it when they just try to make it their own thing and don't rely on the same horror characters that are every place. So that's a major plus. I'll give them a major plus for Phobia Factory on that. Not a single movie character was in there. So yeah, I mean, they had some, you can tell how much work went into it. There's an awful lot of props and set decor, just decorations and things like that everywhere. A couple of the rooms were a little lacking, but for the most part, most of them, I thought the spider room was really cool. Again, it wasn't what I was thinking it was going to be, but it looked really cool. That one kind of stands out to me. There's one area where you go through like a swamp with a swamp witch, and it had like a little bridge that you walk over, and there's a lot of fog, low-laying fog, like dry ice kind of effect or something, and that was a lot of fun. I like that room. But yeah, there were still a couple that might could have used a little bit of work, but still a fun time. I'm not trying to be completely negative or Debbie Downer, but overall it was pretty cool. But I just stress the fact that they do kind of market it as trying to be something to focus on your phobias and all that. And with the exception of like the rubber roaches, all over the place in one room, most of it you're going to see in other haunted houses as well. You had already seen most of that in other haunted houses, hadn't you, Casty?
Mhm.
But so yeah, it wasn't bad. It was a fun time. But I guess that's it for us for Phobia Factory. You got anything else you'd like to add?
Just a cool ending.
Just a cool ending.
Yep, this is what I had in mind to do. And that was the Phobia Factory.